Greetings and welcome back to the show. I'm really excited about this week's show. Joe Beck from OnNetworks.com will be here with another tip. I'm going to talk about the Nike Golf Pipe Putter 2, and I will recap the very exciting Ryder Cup, and finally, I'm going to visit Twin Oaks Golf Course. So let's get this ball rolling.
Joe here. We've got a long putt. The reason it's a long putt, to me, it's over 25 feet. This one today is about 33 feet. There are three keys to hitting a good long putt. Number one, if you leave it close, it's okay. If you happen to leave it close, it's okay. Number two, it's going to be how we set up. We're going to set up a little bit taller so our arms can swing. Number three, we want to make sure we visualize. We're going to get back here behind the ball, work real hard on the visualization. You can see this right here. The ball goes up the hill a little bit, breaks a little bit to the right, then it gets to the top of the hill and breaks back to the left. So now we know how the ball is going to roll. We're going to walk up to it, get set up. Remember, stand up a little bit taller. Take a couple of practice swings to get a feel for it. And then let's hit the putt. That's what I'm talking about.
With a refined design and a patent-pending new face, Nike Golf's Pipe Putter 2 is one of the most talked-about clubs right now. Nike's new face insert uses alternating groove technology, which creates a truer roll off the face. The grooves alternate in size and depth to keep the putter face on the ball longer to create a softer feel and less skid. Nike then uses an innovative cylinder pipe alignment device which provides a 3D visual of exactly where your putter is lined up so that you start your putts aimed properly. Nike also uses a heavy tungsten plug in the rear of the pipe section, which accounts for 15% of the weight of the putter. This creates a high moment of inertia, an extremely low center of gravity for a true roll, a great feel, and amazing accuracy. The U.S. Ryder Cup team pulled one of the greatest upsets in Ryder Cup history this past weekend at Valhalla Golf Course in Louisville. The match started with a bang as the U.S. team took 3 out of the 4 points possible in the Friday morning foursomes, with the biggest match actually being the halved match between Kenny Perry and Jim Furyk against Lee Westwood and Sergio Garcia, who are usually unbeatable in the foursome format. The U.S. kept the momentum going in the Friday afternoon four-ball, where they took 2.5 of the 4 points, with the biggest match being the huge victory by Justin Leonard and Hunter Mahan over Sergio Garcia and Miguel Angel Jimenez. That match ended 4-3. The Europeans answered back in the Saturday morning foursomes, led by the Henrik Stenson Oliver Wilson team's 2-1 upset of Phil Mickelson and Anthony Kim. The Saturday afternoon four-ball session was split, with both the U.S. and the Europeans winning 2 points. This led to the U.S. holding a small 9-7 lead after the team events. But with the recent European domination of the team events and past Ryder Cups, the 2-point lead for the U.S. was huge. And those singles matches started strong for the U.S. team as 23-year-old Anthony Kim dominated Sergio Garcia, winning 5-4. Europe then answered back with 2 big victories, with Robert Karlsson beating Justin Leonard 5-3 and Justin Rose beating Phil Mickelson 3-2. And with the US holding a slim 10.5 to 9.5 point lead, the US reeled off 4 straight victories, giving them 14.5 points and clinching the Ryder Cup. Boo Weekley's fiery attitude and unbelievable play led to a 4-2 victory over Oliver Wilson and fired up the crowd, which helped J.B. Holmes and Jim Furyk sink crucial putts to win their matches. The U.S. won 2 more matches after the clinching of the cup to end up winning 16.5 to 11.5, their biggest victory since 1981. The U.S. team was led by Hunter Mahan, Boo Weekley, and J.B. Holmes, all of who went the entire weekend without losing a match. Europe's only bright spot in the weekend was Ian Poulter, who led both teams with 4 victories out of the 5 matches he played. But Europe's downfall was the trio of Sergio Garcia, Padraig Harrington, and Lee Westwood, who all went winless in the Ryder Cup. So the US beats Europe 16.5 to 11.5 and recaptures the Ryder Cup trophy. This week I'm going to take you on a little tour of Twin Oaks Golf Course. Twin Oaks starts with 2 straightforward holes with very little danger. The third hole is the signature hole at Twin Oaks, which is a very fun 144-yard par 3 through the woods. The fourth hole is a very short par 4, which is definite birdie opportunity, possibly an eagle opportunity for the longer hitter. The rest of the front 9 is pretty basic, with the only water coming into play on the tee shot of hole 7 and the approach shot on holes 8 and 9. The back 9 starts with 3 straight par 4s followed by 2 par 5s. A small creek comes into play on the tee shot for the 11th and the 13th hole. Water also plays a role on the approach shot of the 14th hole and the par 3 15th hole. Overall, this is a good course to play, especially if you are new to the game. There's not much water and the fairways are nice and wide, so it's perfect if you don't hit the ball straight every time. That's the show this week. Join me next week as Joe Beck will be back and I will spotlight the Nike Black Golf Ball. So I will talk to you next week.